Hey y'all, good morning. So, well, I'm still in my night clothes here looking a fucking mess. Listen, I'm here to share with you my Moldivite experience. Now, Moldivite is a very powerful crystal, and before I got the crystal, I hesitated for like a year because so many people was telling me about the energy that comes with Moldivite and that you better be ready when you receive Moldivite, right? And so like I let my thinking, you know, my unforeseen fears hinder me in getting this beautiful crystal, y'all, right? And so another thing was that it was very expensive, which Motivite is. It's one of the top expensive crystals, but I understand why it's worth so much money now. So let's dig into my Motivite experience, and hopefully I can give you some tips and hints on you know, what will work for you if it worked for me, right? Because we're all one here. So I got my Motivite back in July of 2022. And I was in a relationship, and the individual wasn't putting me first. He wasn't, how can I say it? He wasn't being reciprocal. There you go. Wasn't being reciprocal. I wasn't getting what I deserved, basically. So I started using the Motivite. And you have to put your intent into the Motivite because it opens up and it works with the heart chakra. So be prepared when you get this, because I didn't believe it either. When people would say to me like, well, you better be ready for this Motivite and stuff, it kind of put fear in me a little bit. There's nothing to be scared of. I'm just going to tell you, just be prepared when you get this crystal. Be ready for things to open up, portals that you never knew was even there, right? And so this individual wasn't being reciprocal with me in the relationship, right? So I got this Motivite crystal, and I would just take it. I took it home, and I just set it down on my shelf or something like that. And I was like, oh my god, I got Motivite. But my first experience with it, let's go back a little bit further before the relationship. My first experience with it, I was in a meeting, right? And when I got it that day, because I had went to a meeting, I had a meeting, a business meeting that day, and I went to the meeting, and I got sleepy just by holding it in my hand. And I was like, why am I getting so sleepy? I said, what is going on? And then I looked down at the Motivite, and I was like, surely not. Surely not. Like, so I put the crystal up, but I was just like a little tired and exhausted. What I learned from that was it was pulling out negative energy out of me. I didn't know that at the time. So that was my first little experience with it. So then another week or two went by, and so I was doing a manifestation technique, and then like I don't know if it was a scientific theory or the Motivite, but my coffee table, which was glass, like exploded. No joke, y'all. Like it fucking exploded. And I was like, what? You know what I mean? I'm like, what is going on here? And so I kid you guys not. My coffee table, which was glass, exploded. And this was untouched because I had it setting on my coffee table. Motivite was untouched. That was another experience, right? Okay, I keep moving, right? So time's going by. I get me a new coffee table, whatever, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Then I started getting like not emotional in like a sad sense, but like we're jumping back to the relationship now. You're not being reciprocal to me. This is not equal give and take here. Like you're on some fuckboy shit to me, right? And so I ended the relationship, guys. I explained to the individual why I ended the relationship. He understood, but still didn't care. Okay, now it's time to do healing. So this Motivite works with your heart chakra, right? So I started, meditating and praying with the Motivite and things like that, and doing research on this so powerful crystal. I started doing research on it and everything. And it is to activate the heart chakra. This is what I'm telling you. This is what they were talking about. Be ready for. Not just a little scientific thing of the table blowing up or whatever it might be. But this is what they were talking about. Things that have lied dormant in you, in your spirit, and has been asleep will waken up. That individual was not being reciprocal to me in giving and receiving in a relationship, and he was totally self-centered, worrying about just himself at all times. I don't deserve to be treated like that. No one deserves to be treated like that. And it started waking that part of me up that I did not know was sleep, okay? So then I was like, oh, wow. So then I started putting energy into healing my heart chakra, opening up my heart chakra, making it known to me, making it understand. Let it be bring it to my understanding so I can understand what this crystal and these spirits is trying to say to me, because I am a firm believer in angels and the divine. Like, I am a firm believer in it. You don't have to be, and that's okay. Whatever your religion preference is or spirituality, it's okay. Each to their own, right? And so I started working with it more, and I started sleeping with it under my pillow. And then I started getting these very, very vivid dreams, guys. And it was about me and this individual and how I was not being treated right. How this individual was very controlling, but possessive and jealous. It started showing to me in my dreams, and I'm like, wow, okay, I gotta back away. Then I started bringing in heal my heart chakra, because I'm going through a breakup at this point, right? And I want it to be healed. So this Moldivite started making me stronger and opening up my heart to things that I was once acceptance of, like, okay, you can just keep pushing back our date night to go to work. Okay, you can just keep not calling me and I'm reaching out to you. Things that I used to do and allow, I stopped doing. And that's what Moldivite brought into my life. So what I'm telling you now is I do not settle for anything, right? Because you know the saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I had to think about it. So I do not settle for anything now. This crystal is powerful. Not only does it work with my heart chakra, it makes me see in my third eye things that was dormant to me. Like I said, all the chakras are in line for a reason, and they all work together, right? So getting this Moldivite was one hell of an experience, and I'm grateful that I did it and didn't let fear override me. So what I'm trying to say to you is Moldivite will take you on a ride of your life. Just learn how to work with the energy. Whatever you are wanting to happen, put it into that crystal so it can be manifested, because it will come to fruition. I'm telling you, if it did for me, it will for you all. We're all one here. We're all human here. Maybe I need to make it to where I don't smoke. Bad habit, right? So, yeah, getting this crystal really opened me up to things that I was asleep to and that I'm no longer willing to accept. I'm no longer willing to accept to keep giving and giving and giving and not receiving. I'm no longer willing to accept the in and out behavior that individual was bringing to me, because Moldivite has opened up my heart chakra. Anything you put into this crystal, whether it be abundance in finances, in material gains, in healing, be ready for what's to come, because you're going to have to go through a little bit of sorrow and a little bit of pain to get to that level of abundance. And always ask for understanding of it. From my experience, I always ask for understanding of it so I can know that I'm in the right direction that I need to be in. So if anybody else has any questions or experiences on Moldivite, please leave a comment below and let me know what's going on. My friend introduced me to this, and I was like really scared to take it, guys, but I'm glad that she did, and I'm glad I took it because it really has helped transform my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of the strongest, most powerful crystals out there. So get ready, get your big boy panties on or your big girl panties on and get on the ride because it's for real, y'all. It is. So if you have any more questions, leave a comment below. Anything extra y'all want me to do on any other like crystals or rituals or anything, leave comments below and I'll holler at you later.